Hello everybody, my name is Archer and welcome to a game called Synergy. So, I'm gonna give a little quick heads up. I know Steam Nextfest is rolling around and I'm gonna try and get stuff done. But I came down with an ear infection and I'm still kind of recovering from that. Finally able to wear my headset today, but it's been tough. But this is a game that I've been wanting to cover for a little bit. I've seen it in my eyes, I've kept an eye on it, and mainly, as you can tell, it was art style based, but it's a city builder. It's like this ecological type city builder, but this art style is immediately what pulled me in of like, look at this. It's beautiful. I think it's fucking rad. So, we're gonna be giving this a shot, and I guess in reference to me, hopefully we can get lots of these done while I'm feeling okay, but if not, whatever. I have the demos downloaded, so it's fine. Anyway, No Man's Land. A group of exiles having to leave the desiccated oasis that had cradled them up until then must rebuild in spite of their meager resources. However, the climate challenges them at every turn. The desert overflows with strange and dangerous mysteries. Ooh. See, like, look at this. Oh, this looks beautiful. I don't know what to call this type of style, but I always dig this type of, like, I guess, for lack of a better term, desert, but colorful desert type of stuff. Oh, okay, hold on. An end to the wandering. For 2 generations, our community lived in the heart of an oasis protected from the hazards of the outside world. But this oasis, like all others, dried out and died. We were forced to leave our home. But all is not lost. Among the stretches of sand, we reached the shores of new lakes. Their waters, no matter how foul, promise to be life-saving, if only we can treat them. Okay, obtaining water. You need, citizens require clean water. In order to obtain it, you must build a pontoon. Toxic water from the lake. And a retention basin. Okay, so you have to, like, treat. Water tower, you can store it to clean or toxic. Cellar, food and clean water. Okay. They don't... Okay, let's see. I can't pause it. I was kind of hoping I could pause it. Let's build a pontoon. Retention basin. Oh, so I have to, like... We'll put that, like, right here. I don't know, I'm just kind of... Yeah, okay, that's how that works. Does this have to be, like, line... I don't know why this is, like, lined up like that. But... We could build a water tower. I like building buffer things, but... Trails? Mobility trails. So, might not be the worst idea to do, like, this. And then... this. Yeah, it might not be the worst idea to actually build a trail there. Look at them go. Again, let's just take a look at the world really quickly while they're building. This is, again, a really striking art style. I love the I'm a fan of the aquatic influences. Because, I don't know. I mean, I personally, I live in New Mexico. I live in a desert. But it's always nice to see these alternate takes on deserts that are a lot more... I mean, deserts can be vibrant, don't get me wrong, but, like, you know, this level of vibrancy with, like, oceanic influences and stuff. It's always cool. Look at them go. Oh. Nice. F2. Ah, that's why it's F2. F2 space F1. Okay. Here we go. Do I need to assign somebody to it? Yeah, okay. We'll assign one guy to it for now. And then... Almost. Oh, I like how you can actually see them do full progress, too. Like, where they're just going. Oh, there you go. This one takes clean. This one takes toxic. And then... We'll assign another person to that. There we go. I'd rather have a buffer of that than anything else. We now have water treatment infrastructure for the foundations of a healthy, sustainable irrigation system. However, as seasons come and go, severe and unpredictable, we risk disaster if we only harvest what is sufficient for immediate consumption. We need to store enough clean water to prepare for a drought. Yep. Okay. Fatal for ill-prepped cities. Luckily, interface cycle is a unit of time made up of 40 days. All this information can be found near the speed controls. Temperate season. Okay, so we're not in dire straits, but where's retention? Built to retention basins, yeah. Guess we could build another one. I kind of wish I could stack it right there. I don't know. There's probably a reason why I can't stack it right there, but I kind of wish I understood what exactly the requirements were for everything right now, so I could, like, you know, understand why I can't just put it here. Maybe it's like a proximity to it, because I want to keep it close. Luckily, we already have the one, so it's not too bad, but let's, again, want paths everywhere. If this is like any other city builder I've played, paths are, like, critical. Let's see. Then required resources, boreal rock. Okay. Oh wow. Again, I keep being stunned by the actual look of everything, right? Just it's interesting to see. We're gonna have one there. We might as well throw another here. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to pull as much. We have 4 available citizens. One's going to be working here, so we'll have 3 spare. Yeah, 1.3 days, 75% efficiency. I think that's fine. Nice. I wonder how they're treating this. Here we go. Obtain 20 clean water. Oh, here's to hoping. I could probably get another pontoon set up, but I honestly don't know why I would. At least for now. I guess, fine, we'll bite the bullet. We'll make sure to, we want 100% efficiency on this. What's the 8 days? 8 days per, okay. 8 days per water store, so it's going to produce more toxic water than we can cycle through, which is fine. I don't think having too much toxic water is a bad thing. Requested? Oh, let's just, yeah, we want this. This is like a toxic water raw stop, and then this is just, oh. The oasis inhabitants have slept for far too long under an open sky, separated from the ravages of the climate only by a stretch of canvas. We need a home for them in the permanent buildings. To do this, we need materials in warehouses. Piles of rocks likely to suit our needs can be found all over the area. Best show good judgment in using them. That's an interesting statement. Withdraw resources. Simple method of withdrawing resources from the map. Okay. Method is used to collect rock from rock clusters. Find rock clusters and withdraw them. So you'll be able to store these resources. Let's just crank this up really quick while we're here. We want all of this to be full. I see. So it's like a harvester mode. I assume most of the resources we're going to be wanting to build are over here. Yeah, most of the stuff's over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to queue up... there we go. I'm going to queue up this right here as like an interim between the actual main path. There's an interim between the main path, like right here, and the actual resources. And that's just like a starter path, because then we can expand farther down here if need be. I don't think we will, but... Boreal rock. Okay, well... you see. Okay, so you... One thing I've noticed is you can't unpause while you're in a mode like that. Like, you might have heard me mashing my spacebar in an attempt to actually get it to unpause. But no, you have to commit to, okay, these are these changes. Let's run them. I kind of like that, honestly. You can't just spacebar through mindlessly like some other games and just kind of like, oh, well, time to do this. Okay. Yeah, you know, one thing I'm kind of surprised at is that trails aren't really... I know a lot of games do this, but trails don't really have a cost. I kind of figured they'd have some sort of minor cost, just because they actually seem to provide an effect, but maybe it's just for ease of planning. Because it says they're less exhausting, quote-unquote. Yeah, citizens use trails and roads whenever possible. Man, what happened here? I mean, I know it was an oasis of some, like, kind at some point, but, like... There's so much just... emptiness. And these toxic pools, obviously implying that something happened that's not really, super good, but... odd. Yeah? Oh, that needs to be built. Well, we gotta wait for that to be built. I kind of went overboard with the, went overboard with it. Dead citizens penalty. Oh, God. You have to reduce the amount of people dying constantly in order to make sure it's all good. Fuck. Yep. There we go. This is going to be a rock warehouse. Well, on it, you know, as I said that out loud, thinking I'm going to make this a rock warehouse, but now I'm like looking at all the different materials, and I'm like, maybe not. Housing, it's a roof over their head, yeah. Everyone needs a roof over their head. Okay, so the home itself is important. It's the house where everybody's gonna eat, sleep, drink, etc. Houses must be set within a cellar range. As all settling houses, there must be clean water and food in the cellar. This is why all storage spaces automatically ask for 20 units of each resource, so citizens will bring those in. Yeah, unassigned to any building and therefore available for courier duty. I was right with that, and then you can do priorities. Okay, so let's... Now place houses within a cellar range. Let's... Yeah, I've been playing a lot of Vintage Story, and, you know, the idea of having to build a cellar and then that is critical to everything is kind of hitting home. Yeah, you're gonna let me... There we go. Is there any limitation where I can build this? Oh. You know, for being a cellar, you heard deceptively... Oh, I see. It's recessed. Okay. This is the housing range for it, so I guess we could dedicate an area to housing. Maybe over here, maybe... I mean, I want them to have nice lives, so I guess... If we're talking about efficiency, like a cellar under a tree is probably the best thing you're gonna get, like, right? You want a stable temperature, cool, stable temperature, so we'll just get under this tree right there. And then we want... Where am I looking? Not that. I want to think a little bit more. There we go. Then rudimentary tent. Why would we build? I guess the tent is good for immediate. But yeah, we want like full homes. This is like a housing area. We want like... How do I rotate? I'm losing my mind. I know there's a button for it, but honestly, I'm just gonna place them all in an array for the sake of it. There we go. Priority 1. Okay. I see. So you can just tell them to prioritize in general. Let's see. I'm really liking this. It's, again, like any other city builder, it starts with the idea of getting everything situated like this, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. So far, I think the aesthetic and the general tone of the game are really its strong points, where it's going for this. We are post-ecological disaster, and it's at the point where they're not even, like, dancing around anything for this. It's just more like, how do I put this? The world feels oppressive, but in a hopeful way, I guess? It feels more like... I'm not getting, like, oppressive climate simulator vibes of everything's fucked up. I'm more so getting, like, this is the situation of these people, and we're gonna try and do our best to make it better. And I know that sounds weird, but I've played a lot of these ecological building games where they really want to force down the idea of all the climate stuff is bad, which, yeah, we know it's bad. But this one's more like, it has more of a, okay, it's happened, let's just deal with it tone. And I kind of appreciate that. It's very refreshing in that regard, where it has the angle it's going for, but without being almost coming off as preachy. Let's see. Yeah, they're dwindled. Okay. Old distiller at the Oasis has sufficient equipment to carry basic chemical experience. A field lab. Oh. Oh. Surface analysis informs you on the results of the withdraw resource action, the harvest action on plants. Harvest requires a harvest building. Okay. So you can harvest something and it'll keep going like a crop, but if you withdraw the resource, you destroy it. So by learning more about it, you can keep that as an efficient resource. Okay. Okay. I see. So you're encouraged to want to, instead of destroying everything, you want to build and you want to learn. I guess, where would a good field lab be? Probably up here. Like, genuinely speaking, there's a lot of stuff up here. I was kind of curious about all these little goobers, but this is probably the best area for it. And then... small warehouse, cellar. A picker's cabin? Where's that? Am I blind? Am I missing something with the picker's cabins? It could be. Again, do keep in mind I'm still sick. So if some of this seems a little off basis, that yeah, it probably is. But I wanted to at least get something done today, just for myself. There it is. You probably want to be like, oh, this is also kind of a really good spot for this. And then we want to get you and then there's a jank path, but it's fine. It's fine. You know, it's close enough. We might as well connect the paths too. Oh, god damn it. Can I get rid of paths? No? Are we gonna have to live with this? Okay. I will accept that suffering. Okay. These guys need well-being. Yeah, we need the cellar. Cellar need. I guess we can move the. We can keep that at like 60. That's like a buffer tank. Toxic water. That we need lots of toxic water there, but we'll keep that as like a buffer tank, and then this requests the water. We should just up all of this, I think. It's a main living infrastructure, so. We're a bit full on people, though, where they're all kind of doing things. We have some homeless citizens, too. Let's actually Let's give them... I was gonna build, like, a tent array somewhere down here of, like, these are the emergency tents, but I guess we'll... Oh, that's a new cycle already. Okay, I guess we'll set up some basic tents, like right here. These are the emergency tents. Well, I love the UI, by the way. I'm a little fascinated with just how responsive it is to things. Also, I'm noticing the roads are regenerating themselves when I do this for some reason. Is that happening to everything? Why do the roads just regenerate when I do this? What? That's weird. That's actually really weird. Anyway, I was gonna tell them prioritize the tents, but you know, they know to prioritize the tents. Oh, okay, cool. So I need you to analyze this plant, and then this plant, and then maybe potentially that plant, and then whatever that plant is, and then probably this plant. Thank you. Cabbage shrub. You know, something tells me I know what the cabbage shrub is for. I don't know. I think it might be analyze a moisture-bearing, a moisture pods-bearing plant. I assume the cabbage shrubs has some moisture, right? Maybe sunshade, river break. Oh, that's another sunshade. A sharp bush, perhaps? Maybe let's just cue everybody to this really quick. It'll make it go by a little faster. Receiving analysis report. Okay. So, by uprooting the shrub, we can harvest the fibers depending on its dried leaves and collect its edible vegetables in one go. The cabbage shrub renews its vegetable yield after a while. We can pick them on a regular basis. By pruning a cabbage shrub's young branches, we can collect fibers suitable for textile work. Interesting. Okay. That is definitely some knowledge of what we can do to this poor little shrub. I guess we'll start picking them, I think. I want to kind of get a better idea of what we're actually doing here. No, don't do that. No. 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 I did not mean to do that. Hold on. No. I don't want to resource withdraw. Destroy buildings. Okay. Okay, so we can't do anything with the tree aside from obliterating it. That's unfortunate. I was kind of hoping they'd tell me, hey, actually, don't do that. Don't obliterate it. Let's check out that. Let's check out that. Is that a riverbank? Yes, it is. Doesn't look like it, but... anything else we should check out around here? I don't see anything. I guess maybe these. Those are wet. No, those are trees. Okay, well, we know what those are. Analysis report. Workers will be exposed to toxic spray in the process. Okay, so you can't even prune the riverbank finger. It's just a weird creature. It is a weird creature that just... How do I do this again? I don't want to withdraw. No, don't prune that. No. No. How do I tell them to, let's say just, do that. Can I tell you guys to do this yet? Can you let me, game? Am I just blind? Sharp bush will be able to collect its branches in edible pods. Moisture pods grow back for a while. We can harvest them. Okay, okay. So, really quickly, I want to collecting. Several simple method is withdrawing resources, harvesting. Yeah, where's harvesting? Harvest building. I see. I can't just do it from the menu. I have to click on the building. I see. I thought it was something I could just, like, I'd have it in the hotbar now and I could, okay. Collect fruits from plants. Well, we want that one, and that one, and that one. Maybe that one, and that one, and that one. One more moisture pod, too. Should be good. We don't need everybody doing science anymore, so we'll just queue up everybody harvesting. And then, you guys can, yeah, we don't need that many people doing this anymore. We just need one guy. No food in nearby storage buildings. There will be hopefully soon. Hopefully soon, and everybody starts harvesting them. Yeah, there we go. Food. Nutrients. I like the science angle on this. I mentioned before that I've played a lot of ecological games where the concept is more focused on the environment and the impact we've had on it, and everything's fucked and we need to, you know, treat it better. Like, it hits you over the head with it. While in this, I really do appreciate that there's an angle to these people trying to figure out their environment and learn, but there's also obviously the implied consequences of something having gone on. But it's not trying to beat me over the head with, I need to be ecologically sustainable. It mostly instead gives me gameplay avenues encouraging me to, you can harvest this multiple times, you know, bird in the hand type of thing, where you could harvest it quickly and immediately to just absolutely obliterate it and get tons of things, or you can just sustainably treat it. And I think that's unique because I've seen a lot of games that do the whole ecological thing, but they never really encourage it gameplay wise. It's mostly just like a set piece. I don't know how to word it properly, and I'm probably not doing it justice. I'm gonna listen back to this when I'm actually mostly recovered. I'm gonna be like, what the fuck was I saying? But I hope that at least comes true, or at least that that rings true to some degree. With you guys, at least. Cinder Sprout is too delicate to have many applications. If we wanted to, we could collect all of its bark as a construction material. Renews its epidemic layer. We can harvest bark sustainably. Numerous medical applications. You can harvest them by pruning the shrub. Okay. So the kernels are useful for medical stuff, and the pick action. Okay. And then not sufficiently developed to give relevant information. You have to find a way to allow it to flourish here or elsewhere. Interesting. You see. How do I... Can I just... Basically just want to pick all of these. No reason not to. Oh, what are those? Whipping gourds. Uh-oh. Hey, scientist man? Scientist man, I have something I need you to check out really quickly. What the hell is a whipping gourd? Should we be concerned, scientist man? You are our only hope. You have to tell us. Is it science-worthy? Aw, dude, I hope the whipping plants don't, like, smack the shit out of them. Okay, cool. I was super worried. Scientist man, you explain. Use your technological computer to science it. There has to be something interesting about it. Just the idea. Scientist man, quick! Explain if the whipping gourd is dangerous. Deselect, select, input inventory. Okay, so these guys just do fruit picking. Scientist man, please! We don't know if it's dangerous or not. I need you to tell me, scientist man. Anyway. Forge. Okay. Tools, which are assembled in forge. Meals prepared in a kitchen. Some production buildings are multifunctional. Choose which resource you want to produce and how are you able to produce it. Okay. Building production speed based on efficiency, base cost, true cost. I see. Recipes can be affected by buffs or debuffs. That's very interesting, the fact that your production can be weighed down by different things. Build a kitchen and a forge. Sure. We're running out of time here. But I think overall my impressions of this are really solid. Again, keep in mind that just with the ear infection going on, I'm kind of still a little off. But my overall thoughts, I find this very refreshingly solid with its premise, and the idea that you want to manage these different modes of plants and interactions to try and cultivate the area, as opposed to other ecological harvest sims where it's just you have to fix. It's more like you have to adapt. I think that's the whole conclusion I've been building through this video, is that it definitely feels like there's no fixing that I can do here. It's mostly just adapting and building a sustainable environment as best I can. And I think that's a really refreshing premise. I don't have like this whole weight of the world on my shoulders. It's more just, it's like a pressure to do good for these people, but not a pressure to save the universe type of deal. And I think that's fine. I like that. I like the aesthetic. I like the music. I like the sounds. I like the design. Still no idea why the roads RNG when I do this, but you know, that's fine. The roads are just they're a little shaky. They're a little camera shy. But I know controls are all right. It's probably me just being off and not realizing you have to click the building to do the thing, doinkus. But the UI is pretty good. Everything's kind of solid. I don't know. I like the cycle system. I like the actual ability to prep for them as best as you can, and I just like everything about it. So yeah, if you're interested, you can check this one out down below while Nextfest is still running. I don't know when this video is going to come out, but there you go. My name was Archer. Like the video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, subscribe if you want to or don't. I'm not your dad, and remember to always be careful with your toxic water. It's you know, actually, I was gonna give a generic blurb like I usually do, but that's a nice touch. Does it do it over here? Oh, it doesn't do it over here. Devs, you gotta get on that. I can't click the water. Oh, wait, it works on the water towers, I think. Or am I clicking something else? I'm clicking something else behind it. But yeah, this is a nice little touch. That's cute. We're gonna click on a few other things first. Yeah, like, look at this. They even thought of, like, clicking on, like, tons of different things. Except, like, buildings. Let's go click on that one portal. There was a portal I saw that I want to just click on before we end this video. Because if I don't click on it, I'm not going to click on it. Here, this thing. Ah, I can't. Anyway, see ya. See ya. Thanks for stopping by.